Classic bow is great for, you're very tailored, lays flat, great for stacking. You can also do your self-tied bows. So if you're putting bows on cards and scrapbooks, that's the style that you're looking for. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
So we have your snap kit. This makes your larger twisted boutique style bows. It's a 6-loop base. Let me see if we can find one here. It's a 6-loop base. So, but these work with the width of ribbon, so you can make the bow as large or as small as you want. If you're working with, say a 2.5 or larger, you would use this template. Or if you're using the very tiny ones, here we go. So this one would use your 3/8. You can make your snowflakes, your flowers, your butterflies, things like that. And then the last style is your surround loops. And these are named because they'll surround a smaller bow when you stack them up, but you can also make your gift bows. So these were, you just stack those up and then finish it off with a little loop, and you can give some really fancy presents like that. It's also fun, the little kids like to put the bow on their head. Christmas time. So we're going to make one of these medium classics, and then I'll show you if there's any other styles you want to make. We can do that. So let me grab some ribbon here. I've got red and white. Which would you like?
Can I have white?
White one? Okay. Here you go. All right. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Alrighty. Now I've already cut. It says 15 inches. I've already cut these to length. Just fold that in half and pinch that. We're going to find your center. Like that, and then open it back up. Okay, now your template's flexible plastic, and I'm just going to slide, I'm making mine backwards, so you go ahead and pick up your template and slide this under the arms and line up your fold with your guideline, just like that. Okay, now it's going to fold, the top piece is going to fold toward you and down, so it's going to go down and across, and I'm just going to hold that off to the side and let that hang. Now I'm going to take this long piece and go up and around, and I'm going to hold it on that side now. And this piece goes straight up the side. Perfect. Now I have a little trouble with my hands, so while I'm working I like to use a clip. And just on that last end, you clip it in that one spot, and that's going to hold the whole thing on the template. So if the phone rings or you need to set it down for something. Now this is where you have choices. So if you like to sew, you can take your needle and thread or run it through a sewing machine. I don't like to sew, so we're going to use a stapler. Now there's that long slot, and on either side of this, you see this X right here?
Yeah.
On either side, I'm going to put a staple and make sure I get all my layers together, just like that. There you go. You might have to use 2 hands. There you go. And then one on the other side as well. Okay. And then if you're not sure if your placement is right, you can always check. You just want to make sure you got all your layers. That looks good. Looks good. All right, you can take your clip off. It's okay. You're just trying to hold them together. So now it's flexible. So if you flex it on the side with the M, with that medium, you can pull it off your arms and then slide it off to the side. So you go ahead and bend the template a little bit. There you go. Perfect. All right. Again, you have choices. You can take a needle and thread at this point. Other people might want to use like a paper fan, like an accordion, and wrap some wire around it. We're actually going to use something easier. This is just a hair clip, just an open center hair clip, and you clip it right across your staple, so you see all your staples in the middle there. All right. Now I like my tails to the back, so I'm going to have those up. What color would you like for your center?
Do green.
You got a green one? Okay. I'll use a white one. Now we're just going to tie a knot. You're just going to go down on one side and up on the other. Through the hair clip. And we're going to tie it just like you tie your shoes. So when it comes down to it, if you can use a stapler and tie a knot, you can make a hair bow. Okay. And then you check and make sure it's not twisted in the front. That looks good. Okay, so just tie your knot, and we're going to crush the ribbon in the center. As hard as you can. Go ahead. And you don't even have to worry about centering it because you can adjust it. Get it a little bit tighter, a little bit more of a tug there. There you go. Okay. And then tie your double knot. Okay. Now when you flip it over, we're going to pop it out. It's going to stick. You've got to push that knot through there because it's going to stick a little bit. So when you pinch it open, so pinch your clip open. So just, yep, it'll pull out. You push it from the back there. There you go. There you go. And then you can flatten it out and you can adjust it and make sure it's centered. Because once you have those staples in there, it's not going to go anywhere. And there you go. So how many bows have you made? This is your first one, right?
Yeah.
And I've made thousands and thousands. So if you put those next to each other, they're going to be almost identical. Like that. And then you can put those on, so you can put that on a flower arrangement or a vase or napkin rings, or you can cut the ends off and put it on a clip for a hair bow. Once you learn how to construct it, the book's going to go through and show you different ways to make, the different colors. You can make them crisscross colors. You can make, let's get back to the end. So it goes through all your different constructions, stacking them up, your layers, long tails for cheer bows and things like that. How to crisscross your colors. So it goes through all your different techniques and how to make them fancy.